Hi, I'm Kienan Huber.
And I'm Geoffrey Faber. The title of our project is Think Differently, with a Mac, of course.
Through both quantitative and qualitative research, this study examined how consumers implement impression management to contribute to the development of an Apple culture while simultaneously building and maintaining their own identity within this culture.
To gather our data, we employed an online survey through which we gathered both quantitative and qualitative data. We also conducted a focus group composed of both media consumers and media creators to gather qualitative data about the perception of Apple products, their consumers, and Apple culture.
And as you can see here, these four graphs are representative of our survey findings. In this first graph, you see that roughly 80% of our participants of our survey have brand loyalty towards Mac, and 80% of the same participants also are iPhone owners. So Apple Incorporated, through these findings, we found that Apple Incorporated is in a constant balancing act of new technology, product development, and price.
Apple must continue to maintain an impression of the utmost quality and prestige in order to demand a premium price.
Within our focus group themes, on this section of our poster, we found a consistent theme of tech savviness and a consciousness of trends within Apple culture.
Apple tailors their communication to the youngest demographic available. The theory behind this is that if you can hook a customer at an early age, you can hook a customer for life, creating a cradle-to-grave Apple culture.
And going back to referring to the 80% of our survey participants being iPhone owners, we found that PC loyalty is lost when the subject is the device in one's pocket, as 60% of the same group of participants owned a PC computer product, yet the 80% of the pool also owned an iPhone.
The iPhone has become an extension of one's personal identity. Focus group participants adamantly agreed that they take into consideration how others will perceive them based on their use of Apple technology. This phenomenon fits perfectly within impression management construction.
Jeff and I have demonstrated effective interpersonal collaboration skills with diverse groups through our interaction with our focus group participants. We had to employ effective collaboration both with each other and our focus group participants to first acquire their participation and finally to keep the conversation within the focus group flowing and ensure discussion was on task.
To craft and analyze messages for content, both Kienan and I had to read the transcripts of our focus groups numerous times. By doing this, we were able to critically analyze messages for content. More importantly, content with meaning that pertained to our studies. What this detailed was taking a phrase like, "I bought it because I think it's pretty," and understanding that this individual truly bought the product because of the style.
We encountered a slight interpersonal conflict with an art professor while gathering participants for our focus group. This professor expressed willingness to help us gather participants within his or her art classes, but proved to be ineffective in successfully gathering said participants. Jeff and I solved this conflict by thanking this professor for their help and taking the reins of acquiring these students on our own, but by stationing ourselves outside art labs and asking for participants as students exited these classes.
While trying to recruit individuals for survey participation, we decided to flock people in front of the library. We quickly learned that most people do not want to be bothered by two average-looking men when walking to class. After 2 or 3 failed attempts, I quickly learned how to effectively tailor my oral communication to make the survey sound like something that's fun and exciting, thus increasing our number of female participants.
I will implement many different things I have learned throughout the course of this project in my future career. Within the business I am starting with my cousin, I will be in charge of first customer contact, customer support, and marketing. This project helped me to further develop my interpersonal communication skills, which I will utilize every day in communication with my clients. Analyzing data through our survey and focus group have also afforded me a learning experience I can apply to marketing. Statistics about customer acquisition costs, marketing effectiveness, and customer website visitation data will have to be constantly analyze to ensure our marketing strategies are successful.
As a member of the purchasing team at an electromechanical manufacturing firm, I have already implemented many of the theories I have learned throughout this project. Within my current position, I use my communication background to further improve the supply chain flow, tailoring my communication on the individual level in an effort to meet company set on-time delivery dates. I use both written and oral communication skills to improve customer-supplier relationships in an effort to meet and exceed both production and customer demands.
Cheers.
Cheers.